ousted Intel CEO steps in to defend the firm 18A process, says yield rate isn't the right metric to measure semiconductor progress. Intel's now ousted CEO Pat Gelsinger has arrived on the scene, defending Intel Foundry's 18A yield rate claims by saying that the team is doing incredible work. Intel's former CEO Pat Gelsinger shows optimism towards the 18A process, claiming it to be incredible. For those unaware, Intel is involved in many controversies nowadays, especially regarding the firm's business. Initially, Team Blue was struck with a wave of financial issues, and following that, the company's former CEO, Pat Gelsinger, decided to step down from his position amid pressure from the board of directors. Recently, Intel's 18A process, which was supposed to be a breakthrough for the division, was set to feature yield rates of less than 10%, with the media calling this abysmal. However, Gelsinger has stepped up to defend 18A, claiming that yield rate rumors are false. Gelsinger replied to a post by a prominent analyst, Patrick Moorhead, where it was initially claimed that Intel's 18A wasn't tested on a PDK 1.0 but rather an older design kit, which is why the yield rate figures are reported so low. A bit of a background context: Broadcom was apparently said to have tested Intel's 18A process, only to be disappointed by it, with the media claiming that the primary issue occurred in yield rates. This has not only proved to be a massive concern, for the large die will have a lower yield, and a smaller die will have an IFS, but a mere 10% yield rate means that Team Blue can't proceed with high volume production yet. Interestingly, former and ousted Intel CEO Pat Gelsinger decided to jump into the conversation by verifying Moorhead's claims, saying that he is proud of the 18A team and their incredible progress, hinting that the on-ground reality is different from what is being said in the mainstream media. In another reply to the prominent analyst Ousted, Gelsinger claims that factoring a process based on yield rate isn't right, since a large die will have a lower yield, smaller die, high yield percentage. Either Gelsinger was defending the low 18A yields, or he was guiding the semiconductor markets on something quite interesting, although we won't say much about the statement in itself. Regardless, Gelsinger was a huge advocate for Intel Foundry, claiming to make the division the world's largest by 2030, only to find himself forced out of the company the previous week. Intel is currently in a mud pit, and escaping out of the situation will require desperate measures, one which have already been taken. We expect Intel to adopt an aggressive strategy moving into the future, likely adopting a division restructuring policy which may result in the potential sell-off of the IFS.